Hi, my name is Max. I'm 17 and I'm from Cornwall.
I'm training to be a lifeguard and I really enjoy it. It's something I like. I like helping people. Me, my dad and my brother are a really tight unit. We've had to be to get through quite a lot in the last couple of years.
Wrecked it.
My wife, Laura, died when Max was 3.5. Loz was funny. She was always singing. She was always telling jokes. A ray of sunshine and sort of kept everything on the sunny side of life.
Should dry your hair, Max?
When I was 3, we were in the toy library. She took us there for like the day out while Dad was working. And I remember she collapsed. People were trying to resuscitate her. I felt very helpless.
I was alone in the hospital when they switched off Loz's life support. And so I was able to hold her hand while she died.
What is it, Max?
Somebody had to tell Max. I said, Max, your mum's died. And he just threw back his head and just wailed. Just this noise came out of him. And the first words he said was, I don't want to be here in a world in which my mum doesn't exist.
You feel very, very powerless and very, very scared. And I was only 3. And yeah, it really got me. And it still does.
After Loz died, we went from a 2-income family to a point where I was the lone parent. We went straight into poverty. What that meant is that you cook for the other 2 and then you eat their leftovers. I would try and heat the rooms that Max and Jasper were in. And then when they went to bed, I just turned everything off and sat on the sofa in my coat.
At school, I definitely felt pretty isolated. If ever I was upset because of anything to do with grief, I didn't have anyone to go to.
People don't know what to say. That was really difficult. That can make you start to turn in on yourself. Yeah, it got bleak. I mean, it got really, really bleak.
I was really lucky because I started going to Penhaligons recently after Mum died.
Can you remember seeing him after that had happened to Mum? Penhaligon's friends support children across Cornwall who've been bereaved. We try and help young people make sense of what's going on and the feelings that they have and try and normalise some of those feelings so that they don't feel quite so alone with their grief. And as they grow and develop, they can then learn how to live with that, really.
And why is Lou Beach important to you, William?
Because that's where Daddy and me used to go the whole time.
The charity really helped me open up about my feelings. It stopped you from getting angry and blaming things and going a bit crazy.
She just points at random stars.
You just see the weight lifting off people's shoulders when they sort of walk in through the door. How do you deal with anniversaries? How do you deal with birthdays? And just to have 4 or 5 people say, we do this, we do that, that's amazing. It's priceless.
I don't feel like I'm that triggered by dates. Like we've had the first birthday without him.
Going to a place where you're surrounded by other people who are going through the same thing, it meant that I never thought that I was weird or odd, and that was really lovely.
Do you think this might help you to remember the things you did with Daddy?
Yeah.
Children in Need funding is massively important for us. Without it, we wouldn't be able to provide a lot of the activities that we do.
That's it. Being chosen for the surprise squad was amazing. I think that as a direct result of Penhaligon's friends, I am a much better person. Therefore, I owe quite a lot, so I'm going to give back to them.
Yes. Loz would think this was absolutely brilliant, but Max is actually doing it.
There we go. The rest of the squad are brilliant. I think we'll work together quite well. We're going to help and support each other a lot. I'm going to give it as much effort as I can.
I'm taking part in the surprise squad to raise money for children in need. Your donations can really make a difference, so please give what you can.